Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam. Got my co-host Phil with me today, like every other day. We are Bars and Barbells if you are new here. And today we have more Bee Gees on the agenda for you.
Which is never a bad day when you have got some Bee Gees as part of it, because they are fantastic.
I love their harmonies, so good.
One of the first groups that we got introduced to that was new flavor to us when we started the channel.
Yeah, I think we were like a little bit mind blown by them because we were like, wow, they sound so beautiful.
I think it was How Deep Is Your Love. That was the first one that we got into, and we're like, what is this?
Yeah, like the harmonizing and stuff. We were like,
yeah, because we were thinking about the only Bee Gees song that we were aware of, which was Staying Alive.
Yes. Right? Yeah, which is like a lot different, like very upbeat and like,
yeah, which we haven't done on the channel yet. I mean, maybe we should actually visit it and do a deep dive into it and get a good listen to it, or a live version or something.
Very long time since I heard that song.
So. Yeah, and I've just heard it in passing, you know what I'm saying, in like a movie or a commercial or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, so we're coming to You Win Again from 1987. Now, this song comes off an album that was pretty big, ESP, and it was big. It was a big deal because it got them back on the top of the charts.
Yes,
for the
a little comeback.
Third decade in a row.
Yeah,
they were the first group, I believe, to have in 3 different decades a #1 hit, which is wild because they did the 60s, the 70s, and then this is 1987 that they were at the top of the charts for.
Yeah, we're coming to this song today from a request from Robert. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, Robert.
Yeah, I think it's Robert's first request.
Yeah, so welcome and thank you.
Really appreciate the support, Robert. We appreciate all you guys coming through and checking out these videos with us. We wouldn't be where we are today without you, and getting introduced to more of the Bee Gees, because you guys have helped us along this path and letting us know where we should go. And don't know if we're going to have our other one that we did, Massachusetts, up already.
Yes,
we've done that one. And Robert came through and made this request, so we might get Robert's version up first before we release that one. But just to let you know, we got more Bee Gees on the way if that's the case. But without further ado, let's get into some 1987 Bee Gees, because I don't think we've heard this far out.
No, I don't think so.
This might be the first, most recent, I guess you could say, that we've done. And we were still basically non-existent at this point.
Yeah.
so they were doing it long before we were alive.
Crazy. They had 3 decades of a career before we were even born.
Right. Definitely different so far.
Couldn't give me what everybody needs. I shouldn't let you take me when I'm down, my baby. Finding out every
Definitely bring in the harmonies.
That's a big surprise when it comes
It's
to
just
the
like
Bee Gees.
their staple expectation.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts of the song, Sam?
I like it. I feel like it's definitely different. I think they are embracing more of like the kind of, at this time, progressive 80s sound than other stuff that we've done by them. But there is still those core elements, I feel like, that make the Bee Gees there. And it still sounds like them, if that makes sense. Really enjoying the harmonies, though. And I feel like the video is a little bit kind of abstract and distracting for me. But the song itself, I like.
Yeah. And it gives you that 80s feel you were saying?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think I definitely enjoy this one, and it's great, as you were alluding to, the Bee Gees when they get on any song with their harmonies. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. I think you definitely notice a difference in the earlier sound from them that we've listened to thus far. In the harmonies are the focal point of the previous songs that we've done. Mm-hmm. This one, the kick and the snare really are at the forefront of the mix a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like that as much.
Well, what I was going to say is that I almost feel like, this is a first listen, obviously, but I feel like it's almost a little bit harder to hear them
Yeah.
and what they're saying
Yeah.
because the instrumentation is pushed so much.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
a
just
lot
in the
more
mix,
forward.
and I
Yeah.
still love the song. It's great. I think especially for the time period, it would have, I can see why it went number one, because it was different in the other stuff that was coming out in the 80s, and it kind of resembled the old Bee Gees to some extent.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they molded the two together of, the historical Bee Gees with the current
like 80s
pop
flair.
ideas
Yeah.
that were translating to the charts in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they did their thing to make a new hit record, and they adapted with the times, so I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I like that. But I do like the previous Bee Gees that we've heard a little bit more, because I
Yeah.
get to hear them more. And I think
Yeah, like they were like front and center.
yeah, and I think, like you said, their harmonies is what sticks out, and they do so well because they blend together so well.
Yeah, they
but,
sound so, like the three of their voices together is just like magic.
But I think, like I said, that's just a product of the mixing that was going
Yes.
on in the 80s. Now,
Yeah.
what that leads me to think about is, we'll get back into the song in a second, is that today, if they were around, how I could totally picture them blowing up everywhere. If we had a young Bee Gees that were 20 years old or something
Yeah.
like that, and they were releasing stuff on YouTube and, coming with these harmonies and the soulful and the groove, because what they do is they combine the rhythm section. And that's what I was going to say as well. Before, when we did the Bee Gees, I feel like the bass really stuck out to me.
Yes, yeah, I
And that
remember
was
you
a
saying
driver of the rhythm and the groove. This one is the kick snare idea
Yeah.
that's driving the groove a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about it in terms of today, how they could combine, the audio equipment that they have today and, the mixing capabilities, the music videos. I could only imagine how huge they would be if they were coming out today.
Yeah.
Because they're so unique. So anyways, like the song, it's great. And I think comparatively to the other stuff that we've done in the 80s, I could see why it would stand out.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of what I was trying to get at, but I think you said it a little bit more eloquently, is that that I feel like there's that element of the old Bee Gees there, like that flavor, but almost like merging that with an 80s sound.
Yeah. And it would provide you with a different kind of dance groove, I feel like, at
sure.
that time, because we've gotten to some of the, I think it was New Order, Blue Monday, where it was this dance vibe that was starting to percolate.
Yeah.
But it's cool how the Bee Gees always kind of had that vibe, and then
Yeah.
they transitioned it here in the 80s.
Well, I feel like this still has that dance vibe and almost like that synth usage, and it brings in a little bit of that dance vibe, but it's also just so smooth and melodic
Yeah.
the way that the Bee Gees always are.
Anyways, we're still learning about the Bee Gees, so if we're getting any of this stuff wrong, don't shoot us. But let's get back into this song. Love it, like I said, just a little bit different than the previous stuff.
From all sides, lay your fortress open wide. Nobody stops this party from taking you. You better be ready. I wanna be there one day when you fall. I can never let you cast aside the greatest love of all. There's no fight, you can't fight this battle of love with me. You win again, so little time, breathing nothing.
And that was You Win Again by the Bee Gees. And anything you want to add, Samantha, in the back half?
The only thing I would say that I kind of noticed is that I feel like there's some things in the video that were kind of abstract to me, but I feel like some of the theme of the video was with You Win Again. They were almost using images of like games and gambling and luck, like, and superstition and stuff like that to portray kind of the visuals in this kind of like dark, abstract way, which was kind of cool.
Related to love.
Different.
And all black and white. And they had a black cat in there.
Yeah, I love black
Offset
cats.
by a white background.
Yeah.
And they got the black dominoes, black and white dominoes. So that was kind of cool.
And they had
from
like the black and white, like the images of the woman, but she had like dark clothing on, and it's cool.
Yeah. So maybe the darkness and the light, the contrast between the two.
Very
The
artistic.
game of love and life. And like I said, so I rambled quite a bit in the middle of the pause there that we did. So I think you guys have a good feel for my thoughts on the song. And it was cool, though, to hear this side of the Bee Gees. So thank you, Robert, for putting this on our radar.
Definitely very different, but I enjoyed it.
Because clearly they have such a vast catalog. So, it's hard to, gauge where you need to go in terms of the artist and what they've
Especially across
created.
3 decades.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you can tell also, too, they looked a lot older in this. Like, they didn't look old, but they looked older.
Yeah, exactly. So you appreciate putting that on our radar.
Yes.
And you guys can let us know if there's anything else you want to put on our radar down below in those comments. What else do they got to do, Sam?
Yeah, make sure you give us a nice thumbs up and you hit the subscribe button so you can come join the community. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video, because we drop 2 videos every single day.
Yeah. So why would they want to be a part of our community? And what kind of videos do we drop?
We do music, comedy, sports, history. So there's a wide variety for you to choose from, something for everybody.
All different kinds of music as well. So we'd love to have you. And come back tomorrow and check out our next 2 videos. If you do, we'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, guys.